Something is happening to you, and nobody around you can explain it. You walk into a room and instantly feel the energy shift before a single word is spoken. Lately, your mind has been catching things other people completely miss. Fake love, hidden jealousy, silent hatred disguised as smiles, and the scariest part is, your instincts keep turning out to be right. The person you suddenly felt uneasy about betrayed you later. The situation that felt off eventually collapsed exactly how you sensed it would. This is not overthinking anymore. This is awakening. You're starting to realize that most people are asleep inside routines they never question. But your soul refuses to stay blind anymore. That's why crowded places suddenly feel exhausting. That's why small talk drains you. That's why your circle keeps getting smaller while your mind keeps getting deeper. You tried ignoring these feelings. You tried becoming the old version of yourself again. But once your eyes begin to open, there is no going back to sleep, and deep down, you already know this transformation is separating you from people who can no longer understand you. Because you're beginning to see the hidden reality behind everything. And that changes a person forever. You remember the exact moment your soul started changing. Not because the world became darker, but because your eyes suddenly became sharper. You started noticing the things normal people were never meant to notice. The fake friend who secretly enjoyed your pain. The person who smiled in your face but prayed for your downfall in silence. The strange feeling in your chest, warning you before betrayal even happened. At first, you tried convincing yourself you were overthinking everything. You ignored your instincts because you wanted peace more than truth. But every single time you ignored that inner voice, life punished you for it. And now it scares you how accurate your feelings have become. You can sense fake energy within seconds. You can feel when someone's spirit is heavy, even if their words sound beautiful. That's why certain places suddenly feel unbearable to you. Your energy reacts before your mind even understands what is wrong. Crowded rooms now feel spiritually loud, almost suffocating. And the painful truth is, this awakening is isolating you. Because once you begin seeing the hidden reality behind people, pretending becomes impossible. You can no longer laugh comfortably in rooms where your soul feels danger. Deep down, you already know this transformation was never random. Life was forcing your spirit to wake up for a reason. And the more your awareness grows, the harder it becomes to belong to the old world. Nobody warns you that awakening destroys illusions before it builds strength. One day, you suddenly realize the people around you never truly understood you at all. They only understood the version of you that was asleep, quiet, and easy to control. And the moment your energy started changing, their behavior changed too. Some became distant for no reason. Some secretly turned against you while pretending everything was normal. Because awakened people make insecure souls uncomfortable. Your presence alone forces people to face truths they spend their entire lives running from. And not everyone wants to be reminded how fake their world has become. You started seeing jealousy hidden inside compliments. You started hearing disrespect hidden inside jokes. You started feeling hatred hidden behind forced kindness. And now your soul reacts instantly when energy feels wrong. That strange heaviness in your chest is no longer anxiety. It is your spirit recognizing danger before your mind fully understands it. That is why isolation has become part of your transformation. Not because you hate people, but because your spirit can no longer survive around fake energy. Your soul is becoming allergic to lies, and deep down, you already know something even more frightening. The more your awareness grows, the fewer people will be able to walk beside you. Because you are beginning to see a reality that most people are too afraid to face. You know what truly changed you? It was not the betrayal. It was the moment you realized your kindness was being used by people who never deserved your heart. That realization destroyed something inside you forever. Because you finally saw how many people only loved your silence, your loyalty, and your ability to tolerate pain. The moment you started protecting your energy, they called you cold. And that is when your loneliness truly began. Not the kind of loneliness caused by having nobody around you. The kind where you sit in crowded rooms, realizing nobody there understands your soul anymore. You started noticing how fake most human connection really is. People bonding over convenience instead of loyalty. People saying, "I love you," while secretly competing against each other in silence. And suddenly, your soul stopped craving attention. You no longer wanted to impress people who could not even see your true value. You became quieter, deeper, harder to manipulate. That is why people now say you have changed. Because they miss the version of you that sacrificed itself to keep others comfortable. But your spirit is no longer willing to destroy itself just to avoid losing people. And deep down, you already feel what is coming next. This awakening is preparing you for a life where peace matters more than approval. A life where protecting your soul becomes more important than being understood by everyone. There is a point in awakening where your silence becomes more powerful than any explanation you could ever give. You stop arguing with people because you already know they are not seeing what you are seeing. And that's when you realize, truth doesn't need approval to exist. Now your presence alone starts exposing people. They become uncomfortable without knowing why. Some avoid your eyes because deep down they feel you can read what they hide. And this is the shift nobody prepares you for. You are no longer reacting to life. You are observing it like a system you finally decoded. Every lie has a vibration. Every fake smile has a signature. That is why your loneliness is no longer emotional. It is energetic. You are not alone because people left you. You are alone because your frequency no longer matches the world you used to belong to. And the most dangerous part is, you can feel intentions before actions. Before someone betrays you, your body already knows. Before someone lies, your spirit already rejects their energy. This is why people say you have changed so much. But the truth is, you didn't change to become someone else. You changed because you finally stopped ignoring what you always were. And now, nothing in your life feels random anymore. Even pain starts looking like instruction. Even loss starts feeling like protection. There is a point in your awakening where everything goes silent inside you. But somehow, you've never been clearer. No confusion, no emotional noise. Just pure awareness cutting through everything you once believed. And in that silence, you finally understand. You were never broken. You were being upgraded. You stopped chasing closure from people who never had clarity themselves. You stopped begging for understanding from those who are still asleep in their own illusions. Because now you see it clearly. Not everyone is meant to come with you. And something dangerous happens at this stage. Your energy starts rejecting anything false automatically. No effort, no explanation, just instant recognition. Your soul says no before your mouth ever speaks. This is where you become unrecognizable to your old life. Not louder, not colder. Just unreachable in the way truth cannot be manipulated anymore. You are no longer reacting. You are observing everything from above it. And then comes the final realization that ends the suffering forever. Nothing was ever against you. It was always removing what could not survive your next level. Even the pain was preparing your perception. Now you understand why you felt different all along. You were not lost. You were in transition between who you were and who you were always meant to become. And that gap is what the world calls awakening. So if you're still here, still feeling this shift inside you, listen carefully. You are not becoming someone else. You are finally returning to what you were before the world convinced you to forget.